TJ here from GoFigureNews.com. I'll be your host as we take a look at Gold Life. Now, this is the latest collaboration from Huck and Mighty Jaxx. These we're going to take a look first at the boxes. And as you can see, the boxes pretty much are reminiscent of those from the XX-Ray series. We're going to take a look at the clear boxes, and then of course they have a translucent back side and left side with a wonderful illustration of a tree in the middle of the mountainscape. It's quite beautiful, and each box successively takes that tree into a different time of day. I like the details here, I like the colors, I like the symbolism, and this first one is Raku Day. And we are, as you see, there's a little number right under my thumb there. Each one has a number 1, 2, and 3 in this series. It's really packed nicely as well inside of the box. It has 3 different layers of plastic that hold it in place so that when you see it in the window box you can really see it and it doesn't shift a lot in en route. And there you go with number 2. This is Raccoon Night. Each one has a different accessory or accessories. These cost $25 each and they are a limited edition. As you can see, this one, the tree on the back, was sort of later in the day. Lastly, we have the Soul Collector. He looks a little bit different than the other 2. I mean, they all look quite different, but 2 have bushy tails and 1 has a skull head. Soul Collector is number 3 in the series, and as you can see on the back, it is a starry night, so the tree is painted in a source of grays with his signature axe in the side of the tree. I get the feeling that the Soul Collector is not necessarily a happy fella. Step aside. Here they are, all in captivity, and here they are out of box. Now you can really see the details in all their glory. These 4-inch figures are made of PVC. They each have their own special characteristics. The Raku by day and by night both have bushy, striped tails with incredible sprays. The Soul Collector comes with his Toreador spotted gold jacket, and the Raku by night has his flying hoodie blindfold scarf in the background. You can see how gorgeous the sculpts are on all 3. In fact, I couldn't imagine collecting just one of these. I think you need to get the whole set. On the back of the Soul Collector, you can see his little wings, which are adorable. They do not necessarily articulate. They have flexibility, but all 3 heads do articulate, as do all 6 arms here. All 3 wear guitar upon their feet, which are the traditional wooden slippers / footwear. And I just love the Soul Collector's skull and the way the eyes are drawn. Gorgeous. There's a little hint of cause in this particular figure, and you can see a close-up here. It's basically a skull and crossbones, you know, on steroids. I love the sash, which looks a little bit like an award, and the gold little details in the gloves, in the shoes, in the jacket, on the bones, and the little insignia right in the center of the forehead. As he disappears and the Raku Day appears, we like the rattan hat And his white snoot, you see some detailing, although it's subtle on the neutral face with fuzz. And then you've got the sandals and the details there. He's got a sash. There's a quick cut of the shoes. His fuzzy tail, almost like a flame. The Raccoon Night appearing in his mask, which is super cool. And it's basically the same character, just by day and by night. For weapons, Raku by night uses his legendary claws. As you can see, I've put them in backwards here. However, he also comes with a hidden sword as well. And here are two Rakus side by side, showing their sides, or their profiles as it were. Next year, you should expect a few additions to the 4-inch collection, as well as a 7-inch collection in the ongoing Gold Life series by Huck and Mighty Jaxx. Expect Peng Peng the Clockwork Assassin, and possibly Dapper Little Scoundrel as well. Originally, if you didn't know, these were released as Dunnies, mini blind box Dunnies, through Kid Robot, and that was back in 2011. So they've come a long way now in this 4-inch form. I think they are much more flexible, much more playful. You can pose them in different ways. This little cleaver has some weight to it, by the way. It's beautifully made. And, you know, when these were originally created, Hucky wanted to put a sort of a new spin on the traditional samurai. And I think he did just that. All the geisha, the ninja. And this particular figure here, I really like a lot. The headband with the flowing scarf is an incredible sculpt piece. And of course, you know, the articulation is very smooth too. And these are not lightweight. They have a perfect balanced weight to them. Both of the bushy-tailed figures didn't have any wobble whatsoever. The Soul Collector had a little bit of a wobble. Here is the Soul Stick, which I think will probably hide a sword. You never know. They look good from any angle, really. And aside from a couple of tiny paint missteps here and there, which you can't notice with your naked eye, I think these are gorgeous. That gold metallic is really eye-popping. And the closer you look at these, the better they get. These guys are going to take their final bow and exit. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch this review. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time right here on Go Figure News. Over and out.